Hey, there's Javier. Hey.
Hello everyone. The hardest part is over.
Yes.
So you are in very good hands. It's our driver Philippe who will bring you to Monte Carlo, to the port. So ils en ont envie de partir, ils en ont marre de... yes, ils en ont marre. So instead to take the highway, because there is a little problem on the highway, we will take the scenic road. So you will drive through Nice, you will see the beautiful beaches. The beaches, the Cape Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat, and then Monte Carlo and the boat, okay? So the rooms are not ready before 2, so it will be perfect. You have a scenic road, and this afternoon you can walk a little bit to Monte Carlo if you wish, if you are not too tired, because the boat is leaving later, around midnight, maybe a little bit before, okay? So have a nice trip, enjoy!
Thank you.
Amusez-vous bien, profitez-en.
Topless beach. You sure the guy's topless? I know the guy's topless.
Multi-millionaires.
Nice's port.
apply ได้ไหมครับ apply ที่แน่นอน
Make sure you touch your
You follow direction then?
It's not cold at all.
We do have space in our page. Great forwards lie ahead, and we look forward to being of service too. Thank you.
Good evening everyone and a warm welcome to beautiful Silver Cloud. My name is Girish Rai and I come from India. I'm responsible for all your in-suite services along with your butlers and suite attendants. So do let us know how we can make your cruise a memorable one and we will stand for that. So on behalf of entire Relations Department, I wish you a warm stay on beautiful Silver Cloud and bon appetito.
Good evening everyone, my name is Arnab, I'm from Philippines. I'm the department manager. I'm working alongside the rooms division manager. And on behalf of my team, partners, we welcome you all on board.
We gotta talk. Hey everybody, welcome to, good grief, I'm looking at Monte Carlo. Welcome to Monte Carlo, more importantly, welcome to the Silver Sea Cruise. We're delighted to have all of you here. Those of you that this is your first time on a Silver Sea, you need to pace yourself. You're not going to run out of stuff. And you can, whatever you want, you can get it 24/7. I think that's true. This is who you've been. But really, we're delighted to have you here. This is really a dream come true for all of us too at the home office. Our goal is to be the best that we can be and to be better than everyone else out there. And I hope you'll agree with me. If you don't today, you certainly will by the time this cruise is over, that this is the best that there is floating on the ocean. And we're here with you, we're all family, we love it, and we just want you to have a wonderful time, and enjoy the evening, enjoy each other, and enjoy the week. Thank you for being here.
Get up on your feet. This ain't no time for being shy. Get up. Get out of here. Get out from under the cover. Come on. All right, first of all, welcome to Dream Destination 2014. Now, let's have a moment of silence for all your teammates that didn't make it. Okay, all right, now, not one of us, not anybody from the top to the bottom did this by yourself. So let's thank every associate, every field associate, every senior associate, RMD, AMD, SMD, NMD, FVP, EFC, everyone. We all made this possible. You made this possible. Let's have a round of applause for each and every one of you. Now, this is really special tonight. Right? I don't know how many of you know this, what we're going to do, but in 2010, we planted our flag as FFS. Remember? Yeah. Right? Now, since that first time we planted our flag, our FFS flag now flies over 40 plus offices nationwide. Between now and convention, we will have at least 3 more offices open, and we will send flags to all those offices, and we will be that much stronger. Tonight, as we embark on this cruise, on this Mediterranean once-of-a-lifetime cruise, our flag will fly above this ship. that's with the biggest whoosh you've ever had in your life. All right? I don't want a whoosh that you do at your bob. I don't want a whoosh that you do at convention. I don't want a team whoosh. I want an FFS whoosh. I want a whoosh from the bottom of your toes to the top of your head. I want a whoosh for every late night that you have spent on the road doing a recruiting presentation. I want a whoosh for every late night you spent on the road taking an application. I want a whoosh for every mile you've driven, for every word you've spoken, for every email you've checked, for every agent back office checking on your downline you've looked at for the last year to get you here. All right? You ready for this? Yes! All right. I want it big. I want it loud. I want it to echo off the hills. You ready? Yes! All right. One, big whoosh, FFS, and let's go on Dream Destination. Are you ready? Yes! Then let's make it echo. Wind it up. Whoa!
Now go ahead and say whatever you're saying. It's recording. Go ahead, say it.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
There's the port, the light house. There's how we got in. A little shaky here.
Happy to be your tour assistant during this morning. We are going to Pisa. Pisa. And not pizza.
Now we go eat pizza.
The trip to Pisa is around 40 minutes. And I want to make you a little Italian test. Another one. How do you say in Italian, good morning?
Good morning.
Buongiorno. Perfect. So the name of our driver is Fabio. Please say buongiorno, Fabio. And now I have to tell you a little secret about me and Fabio. I'm happily married. I love Fabio. I'm from Livorno, the city where our tour starts, but I was born in Pisa. And Livornese people and Pisani people, they don't like very much each other. Indeed, the Livornese used to say that it's better having a dead man indoors than a Pisan at your door. So, please don't say to Pisani that I'm from Livorno, and don't say to Livornese that I was born in Pisa. Okay? And Fabio, he is from Pisa. So we have a big problem this morning. Okay, so I'm going to give you something important. I'm going to give you this piece of paper. On it you will find the emergency phone numbers, just in case of emergency, just in case you get lost, but please don't get lost. So I recommend you to keep that. Don't say to your partner, oh darling, I can keep it for you, and then try to get him or her lost. Not this morning with me, please. And on it you will find also the time and the place of our final meeting point. Because in Pisa we are going to meet a local tour guide. She will explain you everything about this wonderful historical and artistic town. And then at the end of the tour you will have a little free time. So after this free time we are going to meet in the meeting point at the time and the place you have here, okay? I want to ask you something more. To write in this list, I needed to check if everybody's with me at the end of the tour. So please write on it your name, your cabin number, your credit card number.
Nice try.
Try.
What's signature too?
Social security number.
I don't know.
And it's among regarded as the best part of Italy. Why? Because important people lived here in Tuscany. For example, I'm talking about Michelangelo, Dante Alighieri, Leonardo da Vinci. Do you know who was Dante? Yes, you know. You know Michelangelo. Dante was the father of Italian language. In each region in Italy we speak a different dialect. For example, I can't understand the dialect of the north of Italy or the south of Italy, but everybody in Italy can understand my dialect, because my dialect is Italian, thanks to Dante Alighieri. he wrote the Divine Comedy. So Italian language was born thanks to Dante Alighieri. And also Tuscany is so famous for other reasons. For example, sunflowers, olive oil, wine. Do you know the name of the most famous wine from Italy?
No. Santa Margherita.
Chianti. Do you know Chianti, of course?
Yes.
Chianti is not the name of the grape, because the name of the grape is Sangiovese, but Chianti is the name of the area. It's the largest wine growing district of Italy. 100 towns and villages make part of this district. And to recognize a Chianti wine, you have to see on the label a black rooster and the letters DOCG, they stand for Denomination Origin Control Guaranteed. In a Chianti wine, the 80% of the grapes are Sangiovese grapes, and then the rest could be other grapes, like white grapes, other grapes. But from 1995, it's also possible to find 100% of Sangiovese grape in a wine. For example, an example of 100% of Sangiovese grapes is the Brunello di Montalcino, made close to Siena. And just to give you an idea, the Brunello di Montalcino 2006 has been considered the best wine in the world. So I'm giving you some ideas of gifts, of souvenirs from Tuscany, from Pisa. This is the Arno River. It's the same river that crossed Florence. It makes the fortune of this town, of course, because people came here for those reasons. The crossing from the Arno River and the Via Aurelia, which is the street where we are now, built by the Romans, the first street built by Romans. And now we already are in Pisa. I won't speak a lot about Pisa because the local tour guide will explain you everything. I just want to tell you that Pisa is also an important university town. One of the most important universities in Europe is here in Pisa. It's called Normale. Normale not because it's a normal university, because it's a very special university, but Normale because it is made on the model of the École Normale Supérieure of Paris, made by Napoleon. It's not normal because only genius can be admitted in this university. They don't pay for anything, not for studying, not for renting. They receive a little stipend from the country, but they have to be always at the top for studying here. Normale. So what we are going to do here in Pisa is meeting the local tour guide, having a tour of the Miracle Square, which is a famous square with the Leaning Tower, and then you can choose to follow. Yeah.
Step.
Там ты приватная, я так не могу.
Does it mean enough or are you disappointed?
Oh, it's been enough, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, good.
We're going to try to get up there no matter what. I don't think it's going to go down.
294 steps, so if you want to practice some sport, but
All right.
in high season it's difficult to find Virgin Mary represented in the lunette above the main door, yes, and then again the Virgin with the child on the top of the facade. On the left door, there is a Roman sarcophagus that was recycled during the Middle Ages as who? For the first architect of the cathedral. His name was Busqueto Pisano, and he was also, in this case, not the only architect, because also here the construction lasted a long time, about 2 centuries. And the facade was begun by the second architect, Reinaldo. They were not only religious buildings, they were a sort of visiting card for the whole city. Okay, so this is a CD, it's not somebody singing really in the church. Okay, then this is of course the most important church in town, the Duomo, but also cathedral because Pisa is archbishop's seat, so it is both. And it has the shape of a Latin cross, like this. This is the long arm of the cross, divided into 5 days by these huge columns. Each column a single block of granite, taken here by ship from Sardinia, Elba, so very heavy. And then, when we go in a few minutes, the transept, the short arm of the cross, divided instead into 3 days. You see again this mixture of styles, round arches of the Romanesque, pointed arches, and these are Moorish arches. It was too early for the Gothic when the church was begun. And this black and white stripes decoration that's also Moorish and was repeated a bit by the Pisans here. If you go to Andalusia, Spain, you find a similar decoration, but in red and white because they had different materials at their disposal there. And look at the ceiling instead. That's wood covered with gold leaf, 24 crates. That's not the very first ceiling that there was in this church, but unfortunately there was a fire here too, in 1595. And the fire destroyed the old church, no perspective, no proportion among the characters. It's a symbolic representation. Jesus is bigger because he's more important than the other two. But he looks very oriental. Look at the way he's dressed and the pillows on the seats. That's not the typical clothes that we normally had here in Italy, Europe at that period. Okay. And now, however, let's try and go a bit closer. I will show you the patron saint of Pisa.
Cette cohue, c'est la folie.
Didn't dare to sign the building because as he arrived at the half of the third gallery, the tower started tilting already. Originally in the opposite direction, north. Now it points south instead. Yeah, so works were interrupted immediately. Nobody else had any more the courage to touch the tower for approximately 1 century. So in this century, the Pisans waited and gave the tower time to better compress into the soil. And in the meanwhile, the tide started moving southwards a bit already. Not yet as much as now, however. But enough for the second architect, Giovanni Di Simone, who decided to go on with the works by trying to correct, at least optically, the inclination. So from the third gallery on, he started making the columns on southern side somewhat higher than the ones on the northern side. And he went on building the tower like that. You can notice a bit these corrections carried out during the construction. And he finished the galleries where then works were interrupted once more because of a war between Pisa and Genoa. Pisa, Genoa, Venice, and Amalfi near Naples were the four maritime republics in that period, and they fought quite often against each other for the control over the Mediterranean area. Unfortunately, in 1284, we were defeated by the Genoese fleet. A lot of peasants died in the battle, including the second architect of the tower. No architect anymore, no money anymore to go on with the works, and the peasants had to wait again. Another 80 years, more or less. 80, approximately. And then a third architect was asked to finish the construction. And he added the bell chamber, the narrower part on top, the 7 bells. And he went on correcting the tower again. So that's why the bell chamber looks almost straight in comparison to the rest. Here in Pisa, we say that the tower has a bit the banana shape because of these corrections carried out during the construction. But don't forget, it's still here, still standing after more than 800 years. That's not bad. It's about 56 meters high, 180 feet, more or less. And it weighs 14,500 tons. And the foundations are just 3 meters deep because there is water underneath and it was not possible to do it otherwise. The soil here in Pisa also is very soft because there used to be the
16th century. Imagine that the life of the town was born here inside.